Going live, baby. We're live. I think. Yo, what's up, everyone? I think we're live. How you doing? How you doing, Shiv? Shiv's been doing that for the last like 3 minutes because he's like, I want to do this, and I'm like, we're not live yet, Shiv. But what's up? Welcome to Poke Tea Time. My name is Yizzy Pokemon, and this is
me
and my co-host.
No, not you. You don't matter. I'm just kidding. I'm Shivam, aka NotShivam. This right here is Cyn.Pai, formerly known as Pray for Our Sins. Before we introduce you, Sins, this is the Poke Tea Time podcast, where we bring you the hottest topics, the hottest news that is going on in the Pokemon community. And yeah, that's pretty much it. What do you have to say, Yizzy?
Nothing. I'm glad to finally have Cyn on here. She's definitely been one of our closest friends in the Pokemon community since we started.
Oh.
Yeah. Known each other for over a year.
I've
She was my friend first, right? Were we
Oh
friends
my
first?
god,
Cyn?
guys, please don't fight.
Cyn, were you
I
friends
think
first?
we might have been friends first.
Yeah, we're friends first. Okay, cool. Anyways.
That is so cap. That is cap. Why are you guys lying?
Why you always lying? But no, I'm super happy to have Cyn on for reals. For reals.
I'm happy to be here, guys.
So for
Thanks
those
for
guys who
having
do not
me.
know, so for those guys who do not know, we have Sins for tonight, and just to give you guys a brief rundown in regards to what's going on tonight, our first topic is about the leaked 25th anniversary Pokemon news off of PokeBeach.com. Shout out to PokeBeach. Then after that, are Scalpers dying? Are we not seeing Scalpers anymore? And then our last subject tonight, that's not in our actual title, is misogyny in Pokemon. We want to keep continuing this narrative about misogyny in Pokemon because it is a huge problem that us as a community that we face. Yes, we are very aware that this is a problem everywhere, but we would like to basically continue this conversation because, again, we did a video on it a couple of weeks ago, and that really hit home, and, we don't want to stop there. So, Sins, go ahead and tell us about who you are. Tell us when you started back into collecting Pokemon, when you started collecting into Pokemon, and tell us a little bit about what kind of content you produce and stuff like that.
I don't know if you can call it content, but I just like to post stuff that I love, honestly, and just kind of share that. What else is there about me? I have been collecting since I was like a kid of like many things, even before Pokemon. But I guess I started getting back into Pokemon around like 2014, 2015, and then was kind of just collecting slowly, like on my own. And I was like, all right, I'll make an Instagram about it, and then here we are.
With that wall of just Pokemon products over there.
Well, that's like Pops mainly, because again, collector's brain. I like collecting things.
That's understandable. I mean,
yeah.
I like that Pikachu binder back there. I was so close to buying one for like, I think it was like right under like $60 like a year ago, and now it's like $300-400. I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah. But at the same time,
I've been. Go ahead.
What? No, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I've been. Okay. I've been collecting since like for a while, like slowly. So it started with like little things, and then now looking at it, I'm actually like surprised at how much I actually have. Like the Mario Pikachu. Like I need to get those graded though. So.
Right. Yeah, I've been trying to get you to grade those cards for quite some time now.
I should just give them to you, Shiv.
Whoa.
Oh yeah, I'll keep.
No, don't give it to Shiv. Why would you say that?
Not like that.
Oh, it's a middleman.
Shiv, get out.
Hey, you can't say that. This is the NotShivam and Yizzy podcast.
Yeah. So do you like more of the modern side or like the vintage side? Like, is that what you cater towards?
I guess I like more. I started getting more into like when Evolutions was out and stuff like that. But I think I like Pokemon just for the art in general. So even if it's modern or vintage, I think I always find something to like about it because it's. I mean, who doesn't like good art?
I mean, we had different people like from. Go ahead, Shiv.
Oh God. Oh, I was just gonna say like, so basically you've pretty much been around collecting since, let's say, since Evolutions. That's 2016. So you've been here for quite some time now. What made you want to get into creating content? Because that would basically imply that you've been sort of lurking around as far as what's it called? As far as the Pokemon community goes, you've been more so about collecting more so than actually creating content. So like, what made you say like, hey, I want to start producing content. I want to take this route into making other people smile or making other people creating value for other people. So what made you decide to do that?
Well, I actually, funny story, I actually had an account before, kind of around that time when I started collecting again. And then life happened, got busy, and was like, couldn't do it. So then I think about a little after, like maybe like 2 years after, I really started deciding that like I was gonna just want to like share some of the collection that I have. Like it makes me happy, and hopefully if it helps other people be happy too. And then it kind of ties into gaming because I like to game in general. I like to have fun. So I feel like it just kind of made sense to just push out some content and to just like share with people what I like. See how it goes.
Yeah, I mean, did you mention that earlier about the YouTube? Because you have a YouTube channel too.
Yeah, I had a YouTube for a while and I was editing for a while, but it is tough. I give you guys props for being able to like constantly push out stuff. Like,
don't give shit. He doesn't edit jack.
I'm giving everyone
I don't
props.
edit jack.
No, I'm just kidding. We provide values in our own right. I'm just messing with shit. I like giving Shiving a hard time. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah. And I give Yizzy a hard time whenever he's late. So guys, just remember that before this, he was taking a fat dump.
You guys love each other. It's so great. There's so much love here. It's so beautiful.
Like you see behind the nice words that we give each other.
Yeah, we're quote unquote friends.
Yeah, big friends. That's why we're going to collect a con with each other. Hey.
Yeah, I'm gonna hate it.
Yeah. Yeah, if they didn't know, Cyn created content. We started around the same time creating content, and you do TikTok, and Instagram.
Yeah.
Super involved, and Twitch. You do it all above. What do you not do?
Sleep.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, I just try to have fun with it. I've actually feel like I've been kind of slacking on content, honestly, and I was like, I should probably get back into it.
Yeah, I really do like the whole snacks and packs thing. I thought that was really, really creative. Like the whole, bringing in snacks from like different countries and stuff. I thought that was super duper creative. I think if you stick with that, that might actually be like, you might actually give a lot of people a run for their money as far as content goes. Because like, what's better? Like, what's the best way to bring Pokemon into content? It would be food. Everyone loves food. Everyone
Who
loves
doesn't
food.
love food? Who doesn't love food?
Yeah, like
you're lying to me.
And everyone loves
food.
snacks. Yeah,
Sure.
Everyone loves snacks, and so like, I really do like that thought process behind that. Like, I think that's very, very creative. I've always known you're a creative person, and I think the more you double down into that, the more it's gonna take off. So guys, if you haven't, if you're not following her on Twitch, if you're not following her on Instagram, definitely follow her for that, because that stuff is definitely really good content. Moving on to our next piece of topic. Guys, it's gonna get heated right now. We're sort of settling in. We just put the teacup on the stove. We have the heat on. It's sort of simmering a little bit. But we're gonna move into our next topic. We're gonna talk about the 25th anniversary news. So, like I said before, today PokeBeach released news about the 25th anniversary, and in that anniversary, they're releasing essentially what is called booster packs, and these booster packs are like promotional packs, and they only have 4 cards in them. They'll be released in many different Pokemon products released throughout the year. I'm assuming the same time as, like, let's say Hidden Fates was released and Champion's Path was released. I think it'll be released around that sort of time frame in many different sets. Different products. And again, these packs only have 4 cards in them, and in those 4 cards, you have there's a lot of speculation going on in regards to reprints. So, like, we don't know what kind of cards it could be. We don't know what it could not be. Personally speaking, I really think that it could be it could really be like 4 cards from every set,
like reprints
that has ever been released. Yeah, like
Lugia?
let's say they pick out
Neo Genesis Lugia.
Yeah, they could pick out like the 4 popular cards from every set, and then put down like a reprint logo on there, and pretty much put it on in every single card, like every single set. It could be like a very, very small set, but I don't know. At the same time, it could be a very big set, and the reason why I say it could be a very big set, because I mean, again, we've had many different sets in the past. It could just be like iconic sets from the past. That's something that could also very much happen. And
they did we saw them do the starter thing, like with the partner packs. We saw them do starter Pokemon.
Yeah, we did.
So I think it's gonna maybe follow along the same type of pattern and generic idea.
Right.
With the stamp on the side.
Because it would really drive home sales, in my honest opinion. Like, if they put down, Neo Genesis, Lugia, for example, or let's say they brought back like the e-reader style type of cards, but they also obviously put down the 25th anniversary stamp on there, or like a gold star. Like, that'd be really cool. I think that'd be really great. What are your thoughts?
I like the idea of kind of having oh, my bad.
No, that's
go ahead, Cyn.
Go, Cyn.
I like the idea of having like the starters. I think that's really smart too. If it's only going to be 4 cards, or even if you have like a starter and maybe one other. I always feel like 3 starters was never enough.
Yeah. The gold star idea is pretty good. I think everybody keeps saying Neo. A part of me thinks that like they speculate and throw these news out people and gauge the interest of what people want. So people are like Neo, da 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 da. They're like, good idea. We should probably incorporate that then.
Because I mean, like, there's more to Pokemon than, let's say, Neo. Like, I know a lot of people were wanting a Neo reprint, but it's like, does Neo really encapsulate 25 years of Pokemon, right? And the simple answer to that is no, right? There's so many different sets out there that highlight different moments in Pokemon's history that I think is just absolutely amazing. Like, I remember the hollow foil borders that they had in the early EX era. And I thought that was very amazing.
What if they just do like another base set thing? Because that's nostalgic across the board for everyone. The Pokemon community is gonna be like, no. But who knows? Who knows? I'm actually pretty excited.
I think it's been overplayed. Like, I think we saw, like, I think as collectors who've been here for quite some time now, who was around, like for example, Sans, who's been around when Evolutions came out, and then like myself and you when we came in 2019, where Evolutions was still there. Like, there was a point where a majority of us was like, man, I'm getting tired of seeing Evolutions and products. I'm getting tired of seeing Steam Siege and stuff like that. And then all of a sudden, for some reason, Evolutions become super duper popular. But I don't want to see that happen,
Dude, maybe like Jeff the Ref is saying, something like the fireworks thing, that would be pretty cool. Like, just something unique and spark that just hits.
I would have liked if they brought back like the Legendary Collection or something, revamped it somehow.
Yeah, something like that.
If they brought back like a crazy foil, like like a 25th anniversary type of foil, and it's only for the 25th anniversary, that'd be amazing.
Well, that would go crazy, yeah.
But yeah, so we should we can't speculate too much on this. Not enough information is just given out. This is just us like throwing out ideas of what it may or may not be, or what we see people are asking for.
Yeah.
So do you want to move on to the next one, since we've...
Yeah, we're going to move on to the next topic. I think we covered that pretty well. So it's not really leaked per se. I know we used clickbait. Forgive us.
It wasn't clickbait. It was...
that was all them, guys. Don't blame me.
Yeah. At the end of the day, I mean, that is still news because it gives us something to look forward to. Like, we haven't really heard any news whatsoever as far as the 25th anniversary goes.
Even people out there that's watching this right now, like let us know in the comments. See what do y'all think? Because Jeff the Ref, he put his input on the Legendary Collection, which is yeah, that's a great idea. But if y'all have any suggestions, let us know. I'd love to read like what kind of ideas the viewers have.
Yeah, I definitely want to know what you guys think, especially in the live chat and in the comments. And for those guys who are listening on Spotify, if you're not listening on Spotify, make sure you download Spotify. Make sure you follow us on there. The thing is that we would love to hear your opinion. So definitely shoot us a DM. We'd be more than happy to hear you out. Moving on to our next topic, we're going to talk about scalpers. Are scalpers a dying breed in Pokemon? Are we starting to see the end of scalpers in Pokemon? And I want to say yes and no. I think we're in this place again, kind of like last week, where we were basically discussing the market. And personally speaking, I don't know if we're going down or if we're going up. We're in this sort of middle place right now. And I think in some cases, I see a lot of places where collectors and hand scalpers are, literally clearing shelves. I just saw a collector the other day on TikTok spend about $700 to $800 at Walmart, filling up as much Pokemon product as possible. And I don't know, I was kind of disgusted in the sense of the fact that it's like, even though there was still Pokemon product left behind, he's really endorsing that sort of behavior. So all it takes is just a couple of more people to clear out the rest of the shelves, and boom, it's gone. We're back to where we're at. Stop roasting me on my camera, Yizzy. It's not cool. It's borderline cyberbullying. I do
look,
not know.
We got one extra like just because I did that, and it helps us out. So.
Hey, the thing is that the people who are listening on Spotify, they don't know what's going on.
Oh, that means they should follow us on Poke Tea Time YouTube. Boom.
Yeah, that's true too. But yeah, like we're starting to see this sort of point where that's happening. But in other instances, I'm starting to see a lot of scalpers take to Facebook where they're saying like, "Hey, I got a bunch of Shining Fates ETBs, and I'll sell it to you guys for at market price. All you got to do is pay for shipping and then $10 my time." And it's like they basically made scalping sound beautiful or pretty. Like they just hid it underneath the guise of like their time and stuff like that. I'm like, bro, just say you're scalping.
Oh,
and so
I don't have to go to Walmart, and all I gotta do is pay them $10.
Yeah,
easy.
I was like, wow,
wow, oh my gosh.
Yeah, I was like, who's gonna fall for this? And so I just want to know what your takes are. Like, Sins, what are you seeing as far as scalpers, like in your area? I know, like where you're from, getting Pokemon product is super duper difficult with what's going on in New Jersey. I know that's very, very difficult.
Yeah, I don't even try at this point. I literally don't. It's just become so chaotic, and to the point where it's like you can like feel the tension even if you see it. So I'm just like, I don't even try. But I have seen scalpers, like literally went to Walmart the other day because I had to grab something, and I literally saw like a group of guys just being so sketch. And just kind of like, waiting around and kind of like talking like, oh, she's not coming, like talking about the vendors. And it's like, wow, this is what we've come to. So I don't even try anymore. I'm like, I'm not doing this. I'm just going to go. And yeah, it's not worth it. I've literally seen people like almost start fights. So I'm like, no.
Right.
Have you seen that video
I
resurfacing like on TikTok and Reels of this guy at Walmart like running to get some products, and then he see people start pushing each other? He's like, nope, not getting in on that for Pokemon cards. Have you seen that video? Anyone?
No, I don't think
I think I have. I've seen. There's been so many different kinds of videos. It's not even funny.
Yeah, of people like
I kid you not. There's so many different instances. Yeah, there's so many different instances.
Do you know what I'm thinking of? What if? Well, Target took them off, but what if there's so many? You say scalpers, right? They take a product. They're probably hoarding a lot of these stuffs. No.
Oh, absolutely.
And they're trying to get rid of it. What if Pokemon?
Where do they keep all this stuff?
They can't hold on to it. But I mean, not a lot of them can. But what if they increase the prices of scalper like Walmart does? Because they are the biggest, not culprit, but they're the biggest suppliers of these scalpers. It's Walmart and Target.
True.
So what if they just meet?
So you're saying what if they raise the prices on their actual product?
Yeah, then scalpers are screwed.
I think Target is planning on doing something like
It
that.
makes it even more
I thought.
difficult then. Like at that point, the stores themselves will be making more money in terms of their margins. None of that money would be going back to the Pokemon company. I don't think Pokemon would be okay with that.
Yeah, but no, Pokemon has to be okay. Pokemon. I mean, the
I don't
LGS
think
local
they
game
would.
stores are doing that anyway. What's the problem
Because
with?
they're not supposed to. Well, part of them, well, either they're not supposed to, or it's because of the fact that a lot of their distributors themselves are raising prices, so they can't essentially, um, they like once they get it from their distributors, stores themselves, they have to raise their prices. So either the stores are being shafted, or the local game shops are basically selling at scalper prices and taking advantage of the situation. It's one or the other. So there's no good local game shops and there's no bad game shops. There's just multiple game shops
No,
doing what they
I'm
can.
seeing. I get it, but I'm looking in the context of these scalpers are selling it for 125 online, and that's what
Mhm.
people are paying it for. That is the market value. But they're making this profit from Walmart because they're able to get it under market. So what
Right.
if Walmart, Target sells it at this market price?
I don't think it would help because at the end of the day, the demand is still going to be there. Demand for Pokemon
Yeah, but
hasn't
it's
gone.
not worth it for these scalpers to buy a Shining Fates ETB and sell it, buy it at 55 or buy it at $100 and sell it for 110. It's not worth their time at that point. So
Yeah,
they
but
would
then at
slowly die
that
out.
point, like, what if a kid or just
Euthanization of the scalper breed. That's what we should call the
right,
title.
right.
Oh
I
my
get
god.
that. I get that. But like my thing is this, like in the off chance you have just a normal collector or a kid showing up at a retail location being able to want to buy a Pokemon product, in that case scenario, if they
Well,
see
that
$100 because the retailer themselves have raised prices, that's not healthy at all. I don't think that's gonna help.
I mean, why don't they just go to? They can go to a local game shop, card store.
I mean, you just said it yourself. The local
They
game
didn't
shops
they
are
end
causing
up having to
issues.
raise their prices too though? Like the
Yeah,
local
like they
game
would have to do the
stores.
same.
So
Well,
Like
no, because
everyone's
everything.
gonna end up
they
having
go
to do
straight
this
to
too.
distributor. I'm talking about just Walmart. I'm not talking about the distribution price. I'm talking about
Well,
Yeah.
wouldn't
Walmart.
scalpers just go to local game shops as well then?
Yeah, but
Because
they don't
scalpers
want
do
to.
go to local game shops.
The profit margin is killed by then. There's no profit margin in it. Why would they buy market to sell even higher at market? When you okay, if they buy it $100, okay, oh, I'm a scalper. I buy it $100. I'm gonna resell at 130, but I can go to a local game shop and just get it for $100.
Mm.
There
Honestly,
becomes a
honest.
threshold where it's like people are just gonna be like, no, never mind. I'm not. It's not worth buying that. And then scalpers are gonna hold on to the product. I don't know. This is an idea. Who knows? I may be wrong. Um, I don't.
Sin
I
says,
don't.
"Are
I
we
kind of don't
frozen?"
think so. Basic trend. I just think there's a threshold. Nobody's ever gonna pay $200 or $300 for ETB, a modern
I
set
also don't
ETB.
think. So Sin said, "Are we frozen on Skype?" So while I'm gonna answer that, check the Skype on see if we're frozen on that. But I just don't think
No, we're not frozen.
it's okay. Okay. I just don't think it's such a quick and easy fix like that, right? Like yes, but no. I don't think that's what it would take to basically kill off scalpers. I think at the end of the day, if there's still demand behind Pokemon, which there will be, there will be scalpers, right? If there's very few instances and very few cases where Pokemon product is still very much limited to the overall collector's market, then scalpers will always exist and take advantage of that situation,
Yes.
regardless of the prices.
Yes, but
Yes, the field of entry, will be more difficult for like let's say the starting scalper to get into, or someone who doesn't have enough capital to get into. But when you have guys like I just saw a guy on TikTok literally go to Walmart and spend $800 there. Like that's not going to stop him. Like people who have money, it's not going to stop
It's
them.
not
They're
going to
gonna-
stop him, but that at the same time, I've been to this past month. I've been to probably five, 6 local card shops just because we push the issue of like going to your local card shop. So I've been doing it more. I practice what I preach.
Yeah.
And they're always stocked with Shining Fates or whatever it may be, Evolution. They all have it. Scalpers aren't going there to clean those up because that is the market price that they have to sell it at. But they're getting their products so marked down from Walmart that it's a viable market for them to resell. So if you cut that off with the information that I've gotten from these stores, they're not being scalped. So if Walmart implements that same type of sales or price markup, I don't know. It just makes sense in my mind.
I don't know. I think once you change that baseline of MSRP, things will still go up from there. It makes things worse, I think. And I mean, like, well, what Crane guy said, Target and Walmart makes more money moving more
They
product.
do, but I'm not saying this is a viable thing. But if they did, what it would look like? That's what I'm trying to say.
I don't know. I personally speaking, I think if they did increase prices, that would be a new established MSRP, and think prices would go up. What do you think, Cyn?
Honestly, I don't know. I don't think scalping's ever gonna stop.
Yeah.
I just
do you
feel
think
like
so if
do you think that
Walmart
demand is still
raises that price, what do you think? Do you think they'll still what push the threshold?
I think there will still be some people that would probably still just say, like, screw it and buy everything. So, and still try to push that narrative, I guess.
I know sports.
Hopefully it would change it. Like, hopefully over time, like, just raising that base price would change it, because it would just kind of show who's really, like, committed about it and kind of more in it for the love of it as opposed to just, the profit of it.
I think I see a lot of instances in the sports cards side of the hobby where time and time again, Panini, all these places, they've gone out of their way to try and increase prices across the board, because like for a while now, like back in 2019, a lot of these sports hobby boxes, stuff like that, a lot of these packs and stuff, they're actually a lot cheaper in comparison than Pokemon product. Like Pokemon cards are expensive in comparison to sports cards. Like based on MSRP, like they're very much more expensive. So like if Pokemon goes, if this goes down that route where things start getting more and more expensive, then I think at that point, that accessibility for the average collector, that accessibility for kids no longer exists. Like I don't know that many people who are going to want to spend I don't know that many kids who are going to want to spend, $100 on an ETB, because that's what Walmart has it listed for, and that's the only place you can get it at, because Target no longer sells Pokemon cards currently. I just don't think that's...
So you said it yourself with that statement right there. You said, I don't think anybody is going to pay that price for a pack. So
yes,
if you push that
in
threshold...
terms of average collectors.
Yeah, but if these scalpers buy these products and they can't sell it because the average collector isn't willing to spend...
If they're catering towards... They will. They should be able to.
I just think there's a threshold. I just think there's a threshold where, like, too much is too much, Yeah, $100. Okay, yeah. $150. Yeah. You say $250? Okay, now the average salary of someone in the United States is not going to be able to afford that. So the demand is just
what I'm getting to...
I got no demand for that.
No, yes. But what I'm getting to is, like, yes, that would happen, but this is what I'm getting at, right? If they keep increasing their prices, they not only they flush out the average collector, right? If retailers increase their prices, it would flush out the average collector. It would flush out the ability for kids to be able to get products. The thing is that at that point, these scalpers, they would only be able to cater to what? They would only be able to cater to those who have a decent amount of money. Mm-hmm. People who have money, they don't have no problem spending this. That's why prices keep going up as far as modern goes.
They have no problem.
That's what's going to happen.
It, but they'll have a problem selling it.
Like, let's say, I mean, like, look at what happened to Shining Fates itself. Like, look at what happened to Hidden Fates itself. Yeah. These Charizard cards, they're still like, people are more than happy to spend $100 on an ETB if it means that they're going to get $1,000 on a product. Like, people who have the money will be able to spend that type of money. The reason why we have scalpers is because of the fact that we have collectors who do have money, who don't want to wait, who are more than happy to spend those prices. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Let's be real. Kids are not paying these higher prices, and parents can't justify it either. Absolutely. It's more so people who don't have any of these sort of priorities, who have a lot of money to work with, and who are doing these sort of things to be able to get it. That's just my take.
I don't know. Yeah, you can go back and forth on that. I'm only doing this based off of like a proven market of a LGS, and you can say, these people aren't going to LGSs, but they still have products. So I think it just goes both ways. I mean, you make a solid point. It's just I'm just thinking outside the box.
What has your
Oh,
experience going to LGSSNs?
The few local, like, it's not like my area has very many, and the ones that I've gone to have had lines in the past.
hmm.
As far as like personally buying cards, I haven't done very much of it, honestly. Um, as far as like just kind of eBay and doing more like foreign cards that I've been kind of enjoying, like
Mhm.
the art and stuff more.
Are we seeing this sort of like I know we're talking about scalpers, but are we starting to see this trend where because English cards aren't available, people are trending towards Japanese cards more? Is that what's going on right now? Because
I
that's what I think.
I think not even just Japanese anymore, also. I think just like a lot of other language cards too. People are like,
Yeah,
I'm just gonna try to find whatever I can in a
whatever. Yeah, because at
sense.
the end of the day,
Yeah.
it's the same artwork, just differently. Like
Yeah.
today in my Discord, someone said that they were looking for Thai Pokemon cards. I'm like, Thai?
Yeah. Yeah.
Korean's cheap. It's affordable.
Yeah, I mean,
I would love to open Thai
I'm
Pokemon
starting
cards.
to
I
see that
haven't.
trend more, and I think more and more people are opening up to the idea of like people who like Japanese love Japanese already, but I'm starting to see this trend where people are going towards Japanese cards simply because of the fact that there's more accessibility there. But
Yeah.
now we're starting to see Japanese cards be impacted by this demand. I just saw like some girl on Facebook who lives in Japan and how in Japan they're starting to implement a lottery system as far as a lot of these products go. Like I know I
Yeah.
think it's Pokemon Center Japan. They are starting to implement a lottery system for Eevee heroes. Like I think that's what's going on as well. So it's one of those things where it's like I think demand is just going everywhere. But I think
Yeah, I
say
think
if
so
you go
too.
to Thailand or you collect the Spanish version of these cards or any other language, I still think you'll be able to get those cards. Um,
I think
yeah.
Japan is ahead of their market to be. I mean, not ahead, but they're planning. So
Uh,
there's like a lottery system, and they're also like checking your phones.
yeah.
I don't know how to see if you're like an actual collector or actual player, and you have to show them. And if you, I guess you can show that you have this many hours playing Pokemon, and they're like, okay, this guy is legit. Here's 3 packs or something.
Wow, that's
I don't
actually
know how
pretty
they would
cool.
check that. I don't know if that's
Yeah,
true or not,
I
but
read
I
about
do
it.
know that they do
Imagine.
have a lot of.
Hey.
Awkward pause.
Yeah, I do know that they have a lot. I mean, do you guys think that here in the United States they should start doing a lottery system? Like, is that fair to do a lottery system? Like, what do you guys think? Like, should Pokemon Center US should that happen here as well as far as retail locations go?
The lottery system. Well, go ahead, Sins.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like America ruins kind of like a lot of things. So even if it were to kind of work, I feel like it would still kind of cause issues. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, a
Yeah,
lottery
yeah,
system isn't ideal, but it's going to prevent people from just cleaning, like 1 or 3 people just cleaning up everything.
It
Like
will, yeah.
like these are guys are going to have to distribute amongst everyone else at that point. Like it's going to be split evenly,
Yeah.
and that's the most you can ask for, to be honest. Like even if scalpers, like maybe they get products and all of a sudden they love Pokemon, now they're Pokemon collectors and they don't keep
yeah.
anything.
There's a lot of scalping happening in Japan. I know myself and Sins. We know the whole experience that our good friend Shiny Edith had with a online Japanese shop where she pre-ordered like months in advance for some Eevee heroes, and they canceled her pre-order. And they not only canceled her pre-order, they kept her money in limbo until she disputed that with her bank. But I'm seeing a lot of people. I'm seeing a lot of people have the exact same experience as her, and after canceling their pre-orders, they marked up the prices on all the products. So it's happening. It's happening in Japan as well. I'm just like I'm just like very interested in. I think it's probably just an international thing.
No,
It
it is.
probably
So like what's interesting about like
Yeah.
products in Japan, I don't know if you've ever bought products from a Japanese website. It's
I
almost like
have.
a daily like change in prices. It'll be like 1,700 yen and all of a sudden it's 1,800, and then at the peak it's like 2,000, and all of a sudden 2 weeks later it's back at like 16. Like it fluctuates. It's very very different than how we roll. It's like this is our market price and this is where we have it. No, like some of their shops fluctuate.
Yeah,
I wonder
yeah.
why is that. I wonder if it's like currency rate or whatever it may be.
I don't know. I don't know
I
how
think it
all
could
the
have
ins and
something
outs
to do
work
with
as
it
far as
too.
that.
What was that, Sin?
Oh, what was that?
I think that could have something to do with it too.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's getting a little spicy on the other end of the world right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know how long this whole scalper situation will last. I think I was just watching some videos from the Dallas Card Show, and in the Dallas Card Show, basically from what I heard, it was more trades and buy-in. No, it was more trades and buy-ins than actual selling of cards. Like from actual, this is from a vendor's perspective. There was more trades and buy-ins of cards versus actual sales. So vendors are actually buying up cards because they understand the market. Because like a lot of these vendors, a lot of these people who have been in this card space, they know the ups and downs as far as the collecting side of the community goes. But they're also collectors as well, so they understand this sort of position. But the fact that there wasn't a whole lot of actual sales occurring, I think that's a good representation of the actual market in the sense of the fact that we're just sort of in this lull. And it's not just Pokemon, it's all cards. It's sports cards, it's other non-TCG cards. I think the generalized the more, I think scalping has gone down a little bit. I think the liquidity aspect from investors has gone down a bit. I don't see a whole lot of huge investors coming into this space as much. I'm not seeing a whole lot of celebrities coming into Pokemon, but I could be wrong about that because we just saw 100 Thieves do their box break for a Shadowless base set box on Whatnot.
Yeah.
It's really tough to say. Like, it's really tough to gauge on what's actually going on and what the foresight is. Normally speaking, myself and Yizzy, we're able to have a little bit of clairvoyance and foresight in regards to what's going to potentially happen based upon what's going on right now. But I'm not getting any sort of vibe right now. I haven't bought any Pokemon cards since December because I'm just sort of waiting it out, seeing where things truly take a dip at, and that's where I want to be at. Till then,
I find myself getting into more vintage cards and vintage packs because I'm seeing
I've noticed that.
Yeah, I'm seeing a more dip in that side of the hobby, and I've always wanted to dabble enough. Yes, it's a lot more than it used to be. A pack of Neo Genesis used to be like $40-$50, and now it's around $250 to almost $300 of Japanese, and I bought a handful of them. So I'm finding myself doing that more because those are, I wouldn't say readily available, but those are out there more. The more you look, like you could probably snipe a Japanese Team Rocket pack, for around 200, 250, and you're guaranteed a vintage hollow.
Right.
So
since because you're not getting in product as consistently as you'd like, how are you enjoying the hobby right now?
Well, I think that's kind of why another reason I wanted to do like the snacks and packs was because I just wanted to kind of bring two things that I like together. Like you said before, like everybody loves snacks, so why not just kind of mix the two? And I have been finding like product kind of here and there and kind of just forced. I've always been thankful to kind of just be able to like get product and hold on to it for when I do want to make stuff. So that's kind of been my story lately.
Yeah. Do you
So like are you going into like your reserves to be able to open up Pokemon product?
No, I wouldn't say that so much. Like I have my sealed collection because like I just like having a sealed collection, and but like I've just kind of wanted to open personally. I've been wanting to open up different language cards like Japanese and Korean, and I've been trying to just find a bunch of different cards that I would like to just enjoy their art.
Yeah,
like, I love
pretty affordable.
I love, yeah, Japanese is pretty affordable as well.
What's the last one?
And so is Korean. I did just the Japanese Jet Black Spirit and Summerland, so I just did that one. And hopefully I'll be able to do another one soon.
Ooh, yeah. This one, Cyn?
Moving on to our next topic. Yeah, he definitely freezed.
Oh yeah, we're back. I think we're back.
Yeah, you froze out, my guy.
Hey, that was a good stopping point. I think our live froze too. We're back.
Okay, we're back. Yeah, we sort of froze, but we stopped at a good stopping point. You need to fix. Oh, there we go. We're good. We're good.
Okay.
We're good.
We're good.
We're
Whoa. Jesus
back.
Christ.
We're still having technical difficulties, guys. I don't know what it is. Myself, Yizzy, he just had one. I've been having one for the past 2 weeks. Bear with us. I
It's
appreciate all
because
of you guys.
we're streaming on a budget. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bang on the budget.
It cost us like 25 cents, and we're struggling here, guys.
Big struggle. Oh no! Speaking of
while
the
we're at
Dallas card show. Oh, is that what you're about to say?
No, I just got done with that.
No, I was like, speaking of the card show, we're gonna be at Collecticon, June 25th weekend, 25th through the 27th. We're gonna have our own booth there, do a live recording. Cyn, are you gonna be there?
What? No.
Wait, why not?
I didn't know you guys were going.
Are you gonna go?
Am I gonna go?
Yeah. Are you gonna go?
I don't know.
Ooh. Okay, we'll talk
That's
about
a maybe.
it later. We'll talk about it later. I'm telling you, there's a lot of things planned, like big things planned. All right, like with a bunch of people.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that are going. You know, like
Yes.
like more and more days passed, and I'm starting to hear from like more and more people that they're going to Collecticon because I guess like with restrictions starting to finally lift. I know here in Virginia, the mask mandate is over. There's gonna be a lot of people who are wanting to get out and do something. We haven't had Worlds in what we didn't have Worlds. We don't have Worlds this year. We don't have Worlds. We didn't have Worlds last year. This is a great opportunity for people to just get together and just enjoy
Pokemon.
what the hobby really is about. You know, getting together with a bunch of people who really enjoy Pokemon. I think that'd be really, really great. You know,
for 25 cents a day, you can help save the Poke Tea Time channel. In the world of an angel.
Oh, no.
Hey, Yizzy, who sings that song?
Huh?
Oh my
Cyn.Pai.
goodness.
Who?
Cyn.Pai. Yeah.
But yeah,
so
I think
stop
that's
copying me,
that should
Shiv.
say,
You say everything I say, bro.
huh?
Nothing.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and segue into our last topic. This is our hottest topic for this evening. I know this is definitely going to be a topic that a lot of people might have mixed reviews on, but here at Poke Tea Time, we do believe that there is a misogyny problem in Pokemon, in the Pokemon community. It's very, very apparent. When I see my friends like Sins here or many other women in the Pokemon community where they can like just easily show me a screenshot of just these small forms of interactions that they have through their DMs. I kid you not. That's like the mild stuff. They probably get even more disgusting stuff that they probably don't even share, and half the stuff doesn't even get out onto their stories. They don't make it public. This is a problem that we do have, and for a while now, in the Pokemon community, as far as like content goes, it really is a male-dominated space. It really is. Myself and Yizzy, we can agree to that. We obviously know the Leonhards, we all know the Andos, we know the Pokerevs, we know all of that, but like as far as like women go, we only really know of Super Duper Danny, who has this large following on YouTube and social media. So I just wanted, we're here to not only talk about actual things that are going on as far as market issues. We're here to talk about actual issues, and we know that misogyny again is a problem everywhere. It is a problem everywhere, but we wanted to clearly focus this problem into the Pokemon community because, again, this is a relatively new problem. Well, I don't even know if it's a new problem. It's probably a problem that's been going on for quite some time now.
It's new in a sense that like it's resurfacing and people are talking about it more and being.
I think it's just new because myself and you, Yizzy, we're guys, and we just don't have experience with this in the Pokemon hobby. Like when we think of hobbies, this is a place for us to have this level of escapism, and that's the same thing for women too, but like they can't really have that when you have dudes coming into their DMs and just being rude and disgusting and saying very, very creepy things. So like I just wanted to know like your experience about all of this, Sins. We want to know like how does it really make you feel? Like what would you like to do as far as change goes? Because like I know there's a lot of strong women like yourself in the Pokemon community who are working at this stuff very, very consistently daily.
How much time do you guys have?
We have plenty. We got plenty.
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, the story, I mean, Shiv, you know, like, I've shared stuff with you before and stuff, like, the stories go on, and that's fine. I feel like that certain type of narrative and people, whether it be men or anyone of any gender, just kind of being creepy in the DMs and being weird, like, that's probably not going to change. But I think it's more of, like, a lot of females and a lot of people, you know, supporting females need to just like hold down and be like, this behavior is not acceptable. Like, no, like we don't want to hear. Like, I think that's more important instead of just kind of like, I feel like a lot of people will brush it off and be like, ah, it's not a big deal because it's just online. But like sometimes it crosses that line even still, and it should just be like not here, like especially not in the Pokemon community. So
yeah, so like you're one to have I guess you could say like unity but like with females across the board in the Pokemon community. And I guess that's an actual issue as well. Myself and Yizzy, you know, like if there's someone that we don't like, obviously like we have like this united front. I guess you could say that there needs to be more of that in the Pokemon community as far as females go. I think a good example is Bonnie and yourself and Edith and Sophia and Don Diego. They're all women, you know, that obviously are definitely here to stand up for one another and won't let a lot of this stuff fly. Talk to us more about some of the experiences you've had. You don't have to go in too much detail, but like definitely give us an eye opener of what it is like to be a woman in the Pokemon community, because I think again majority of the demographic that myself and Yizzy have, and maybe even you, is mostly guys. Like there's not a whole lot of women in the Pokemon community, unfortunately. And so, I mean, that is starting to change more. I'm starting to see more women now in the Pokemon community versus what it was back in 2019. So like, talk to us a little bit more about like the day-to-day, like, well, what are your actual experiences? You don't have to give us like the exact specifics, but just tell us.
no, I mean, as long as you know you appreciate unsolicited dong pics, I think you'll be fine. I as a woman have gotten like a lot of weird messages, very strange messages, but you know, it's just kind of like I'm glad because like I said before, I had an account before in the past and like couldn't keep up with it, but I had noticed not many women at all. And I wonder if it's like because they kind of just get like creeped out and scared and they're just like, I don't want to post content because I don't like this. These people are weird. So I don't know. I feel like I'm glad to see a lot more women kind of coming into it and being like, yeah, we can do this too. And like being confident in themselves. I think that scares people sometimes when women are just kind of confident in themselves and in their content and in like their hobby. So
do you think it's tough? Like, let's say let's say you're a woman who's coming into the Pokemon hobby. Do you think sometimes a lot of them just feel like they can't really post themselves on social media as far as like the Pokemon community goes because of this case of like judgment? Like it's either you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't kind of thing. Like if you don't post, this is what it is. This is how like the Pokemon community will perceive you as. And then if you do post it, this is how the other side of the Pokemon community will perceive you as. Like, do you see a lot of that as an issue? Like the sort of like a entry, like a barrier of entry, so to speak.
yeah, I mean, I just feel like I feel like a lot of things in life are kind of like you damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. But I know there are females that I've spoken to who feel like they can't post themselves and they don't want to post themselves because they just know that will be, or they don't even want those experiences, which I completely understand. I know that when you put yourself out there as anyone, not even just a female, you kind of subject yourself to like weird people being like, hey, or just saying something completely strange to you. So I know it's kind of sad that like girls in general or women in general have to do that and kind of just protect themselves in a sense of like, I don't like I know people's personal information have been shared, so like it's kind of, I understand their kind of like, fear towards it, or just overall just protection of themselves.
Yeah. That can definitely be scary. Like I know, I
Can
know
I interject
myself.
real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Sure.
Because I was wondering, like, with all that, like, being said, is there like certain ways that you handle this that maybe other women like need to hear? Because I know, if anyone, because you shared stuff with me too, and I'm just like, holy crap, like, how do you even handle that? But like, since you faced it, for the past year, is there like something that you've learned or something to kind of help guide people in a way
Um,
when they're
I think
faced?
when it comes to like, I think like when it comes to certain like messages, like if I get like creepy DMs or just really strange things, I feel like a lot of times it's like best in one ear and kind of out the other, where I just pretend to not even see it, because I feel like a lot of those times they want a reaction or they want something. So I'm just like, yeah, I don't even want to. There's moments where I want to say something, but I feel like that's just gonna add like fuel to the fire, and I'm just like, no, I don't want to give you that. So
Yeah.
that's
Right,
in
right.
my opinion, just kind of ignoring those and not seeing them, just being like, all right, like, but I mean, like, I take screenshots of everything, so
Yeah, yeah.
I'll make
Yeah.
sure that I have them and be like, well, remember this? This was you. Like,
Yeah,
Even
this
like
you?
Bonnie will put them on blast sometimes. I mean, actually, just
sometimes I've been hesitant to do stuff like that, but I feel like there's times where I'm just like, all right, enough is enough, and this
Yeah.
one was like too far, and
yeah,
like you need to see that these people exist. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Of
I
course.
think one
I
of like
think
the
Jeff said
best, not like in terms of Pokemon, but like I was pumping gas after getting back from the local card shop, and this guy went up to this girl while she was pumping gas, and I
so
guess he asked
weird.
for her. He said something, and she said really loud. She said, "You see, I'm pumping gas, so why are you asking for my Twitter?" And he said, "Oh, I'm sorry." She's like, "Thank you," and then he walked away. I was like, "Gee." But
the
anyway, sorry.
clapback.
Yeah, it
Yeah, I
just
mean, I think some people deserve that clap back. Hey, Jeff said it best right here. Those of us who do not experience this sort of behavior, these sort of actions, need to proactively dispatch bad behavior on behalf of our friends in the Pokemon community. I think as guys, um, we need to be better at holding each other accountable. If we see it, obviously say something, shut it down. Because I see it plenty of times on social media. Like I'll see a guy in the Pokemon community who makes fun of the way a girl is posing because she's wearing a low cut top, and I'm like, dude, she's just wearing clothes, my guy. Like, why is that such a big problem? Or like, I had another guy like actually after the Don Diego podcast, I had a lot of positive things in regards to like, hey, I'm glad you guys did this, stuff like that. But then I had like some comments where I had like one guy specifically say like, oh, girls are more likely to get sales compared to like us guys because of yada yada this, yada yada that. I'm like, that's not entirely true. If you can't sell something, then that just makes you a poor salesman. Don't blame it on the fact that it's because of the fact that you're not a woman. Like, I don't know. It's stuff like that. Like, if we see it, we definitely need to shut it down. And I'm more than happy to shut it down. I'm more than happy to clap back. Um, if I see it on my timeline or if I see it in the story, it's like, dude, just stop. Like, you don't make yourself look good at all. And I'm more than happy to remove that person, off my feed. I'm more than happy to, tell them straight up. But yeah, I mean, I know this won't stop. I know. But at the end of the day, I think it's important to be a part, instead of like lying down and letting it happen. I think it's good to put a stop in its tracks. One person is still one person stopped.
Yeah.
Maybe they won't do it next time. Who knows?
yeah.
Well, what are your opinions? Like, Sins, like, what do you think, like, as guys, like, what do you think that as men, what do you think, um, what do you think that men should do to sort of, stop this sort of behavior? What do you think that men should do collectively to sort of, kind of prevent this from happening? Like, those of us who aren't, partaking in this sort of disgusting behavior, what do you think that we should do overall?
Well, I mean, I like your idea of kind of just holding each other accountable. I mean, I feel like that shouldn't just be across men. That should just be across people in general. But also holding yourself accountable if you do happen to do something like that, or just being able to like hold yourself accountable for things that your actions that you take. So I don't know. I feel like men. I mean, I'm grateful to have like or at least I think men that are like not like that. Like I talk to you, I talk to Yizzy. Like you guys are really good dudes, and like that's
Appreciate it.
I kind of like to keep my circle like that, and not even like let those like trolley creep behaviors enter my like energy really.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just best that way.
Yeah.
What do you have to say, Izzy?
No. I think like what we do, like I think this helps a lot. Like just awareness, like putting that out there.
Yeah.
Because
I
like
agree.
usually if it's nobody saying anything, it's like, huh, they don't know. Then like, but when people speak out, it's like, oh shoot, they think in their mind like, they're talking about me. So like, I don't know. It's good to talk about it, and then the more you see it, the more you're exposed to it, the more people are going to be more accountable for other people and see it. It's like, you know what? I mean, humbly speaking, I remember when they said on Poke Tea Time, like this is happening, and that they're more like compared to beforehand. They were like, oh, this is just another day. Like it's not just another day. This is people that are
Yeah.
being affected. Think about like you grieving or you being attacked, and not even in this sense, in like another sense, right? You would want somebody to like stand up for you. So
Absolutely.
Right.
so that's my hit on it. Or
Yeah. I think that pretty much clears out that segment in itself. Before we move over to our sleeper of the week, we are gonna go ahead and talk about our sponsor. We are sponsored by TCG Stadium. TCG Stadium is a website that sells anything and everything Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh related. You can go on there. You can buy things at pretty much close to market. I know their rates are very, very great. I know sometimes they have discounts and sales on a lot of their products. You can go on their website right now, tcgstadium.com. You can sign up for their newsletter, and that's pretty much it. They have a great service. If you're having issues in regards to a specific sale or a specific problem, I highly recommend reaching out to them via Instagram. They are very, very quick to respond and answer to anything and everything in regards to your sales or any questions you might have. Since I don't know if you know, but every podcast that we do have, I know we did. Did we? I don't even think we did it last week or the week before, or even when we had David Lopez. But
yeah, we did. We did it with David Lopez.
We did. Okay. I don't think we did it in the last couple of weeks then. So the sleep of the week, we typically have our guest give something in the Pokemon community that is a sleeper. What do you think is something, whether it be a kind of mindset? It could be a Pokemon card. It could be really anything that you believe that is undervalued. It could be something modern that you think people should really pay attention to, or it could be something vintage that you think it's worth looking at.
In my opinion, I think kind of collecting like sets of just like artist sets. So like you have a Pokemon artist that you really like, and just kind of trying to collect like all of their cards that they've made.
I think I'm starting to see that style of collecting like pop up very often. Like
I just think that's a really good, like, I mean, that's a really cool way of seeing kind of like an artist progression.
Yeah, like, and you can see their sort of like stylistic ability when it comes to all those cards. Like you can see like, oh, this is that type of art style. This belongs to this person, right? Like when I look at a specific card, I know when it's Ken Sugimori, like right from the jump. And that's something that I can see across his artworks across the board throughout, Pokemon's time. So I really do like that. That's a good way to do it. Like I think I've seen like some people have like actual binders set up to where they have the actual, like they have cards from like the very, very beginning to the very end of what like the actual artist, the illustrator has produced. And I think that's a really cool way of doing things.
Yeah.
That's a unique way. That's something that's pretty cool. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, I think it's a really interesting, like a new way of kind of like collecting and maybe like connecting to that love of Pokemon if you even can't find products, because like you'll be able to find like singles maybe or whatever the case may be.
Oh, absolutely. A lot of the art A lot of the illustrations that are coming out in these new sets are pretty fire, you know, like especially the ones that I know everyone's talking about EV heroes, but like even the ones from like Chilling Reign, even the ones from Chilling Reign are absolutely stunning.
Yes. Yeah, there's a lot of good artwork.
Like the Japanese Chilling Reign?
I mean, it doesn't really matter. I mean, that's going to be here.
Yeah,
Like
I
a
mean,
jet
yeah, the
black.
artwork is gorgeous. Like the EV, of course, obviously the EV heroes coming out is like everyone's gonna drool everywhere for them. But
yeah.
yeah.
But I think that's pretty much it. We got 20 people in here. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Make sure you hit that notification bell. Myself and Yizzy, we're definitely trying to be better as far as consistency goes. So for example, after this podcast is done and over with, this will be uploaded at tonight at 11:59. So basically every Tuesday at midnight, for those guys who are listening on Spotify as well, if you're watching this here on YouTube, this will be on Spotify at midnight on Tuesday every single week. For those guys who do not know, who are in here, we have Rhyme Style tomorrow live on the podcast. We're going live back to back. The only reason why we're going back to back is because we need to get on the ball. We've been we've been fumbling in it. Yeah, it was my idea, but it sets us up to be a little bit. It gives us a little break after that, so it sets us up in a pretty good position.
I will be at the beach this weekend, so
yeah, so
it
kind of works out then. I won't be able to bother you. Yeah. You will not receive like 5 different phone calls from me.
Yeah, I will. I'll still get it, guys.
No, you won't. You'll probably get like a couple of texts, but
he's still gonna call you.
What about that shirt though, guys?
Oh yes,
yep, there it is.
Yes. So before we show our merch that's gonna be at Collecticon, since I know you're dropping your merch. What is your merch called?
What?
What is your merch called again?
Well, it's Dirt Bazaar.
That's the line.
That'll be the name of the shirt.
Okay, that's the name of the shirt. I've seen the other artwork styles that she's produced, and guys, it is killer. It's funny. It's awesome. I know Cyn is wearing it right now. If you want to showcase that right now, go ahead.
I am. Hello,
guys. So chat, can I get
sheesh. It's a cool shirt. You also have it in white and black, correct?
White and in black. Look, should have told me to have it on the side because he was like, have it on the side.
Yes, because people
Shiv was in total dad mode, so I gotta give him that. He was like, make sure you have your lunch, children.
Absolutely.
Zang! I dig it. I'll rock it.
These are actually really nice guys.
Bring some to Collecticon.
And they're super comfy, you know. Oh,
yeah. And so what will happen is
on our booth.
Right now, you can find these shirts on her website. The website's not live yet, so when it does go live, make sure you're following her on Instagram at Cyn.Pai, Cyn.Pai. It's right there in the title. If you do come back to this YouTube video in the future, her website will be on the actual description below. So definitely follow her. Make sure you're keeping up with that. It drops June 6th. As far as Collecticon goes, myself and Yizzy, we just got these tees in from my friend. My friend owns his own printing company here in my town. And I like being able to support local businesses. I've known this guy like since kindergarten. And so like here's Pokey Tea Time right here in the front. I don't know if you guys can see it properly.
No, because you're freezing.
Okay, hold on.
All right, go fast. You're normal now.
Right, and then on the back,
hurry before it freezes again. Oh, froze again. just hold it up. I'll tell you when you're good. Hey,
and
too fresh, too clean, established in 2020. Sheesh.
So essentially, we only have 21 of these tees. One of them is going to Yizzy. All these tees will be sold out at Collecticon. We'll be ordering more based upon demand in the future, and once everything is set up, we'll have it to where it'll be either on my website or on Yizzy's Shopify. It'll probably be on both in regards to sales go. So we don't know the prices yet. I just know how much I bought them for. So myself and Yizzy will work out the details as far as prices go. So again, definitely cop yourself one if you do plan on having it. We'd love to see you guys in it at Collecticon if you do wear it, because Again, we will probably be doing a live taping on both days, right, Yizzy?
Maybe one day for sure. I want to experience it too, because a lot of
Okay.
people that
So
have
we're definitely doing it for one day. Again, it will be cash only. Maybe PayPal. I think PayPal is also fine
friends
as well.
and family.
Yeah, friends. Yeah,
No,
friends
I'm
and
just
family,
kidding.
or if you can do GNS, I'd be okay with GNS because I like working on my taxes early on. So definitely scoop yourself up some merch if you can. We want to see a lot of you wear it during the actual PokeG Time tapings, so that way we can have one of our buddies, pan over the audience, and you guys can actually be in the next YouTube video for that. So yeah, definitely scoop yourself up some Derpazard line of tees from Sins. She has. Are they only in two colorways, the black and the white, or are you also offering the tie dye?
The black and the white. The tie-dye was just a fun project that I did myself. I'd
You can do
love
it
to see.
yourself. Get a white one and
Yeah,
do
yeah,
tie dye.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
honestly, if people want, I mean, you could charge a little bit more for that tie dye.
Somebody did ask me for a custom, and I told them I would gladly do a custom for them. So, but
Yeah,
yeah,
so she will
Appreciate
do
I
you.
also
custom.
like to see what other people would do too. So
Can you
Yeah.
sign mine?
I can sign yours for sure.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, yeah, that's awesome. All right, guys. I think that's pretty much it. Do we have anything else to cover, Izzy?
Collecticon, Spotify, subscribe. Come to
Make sure.
Collecticon, buy the
if you
shirts.
like, if you like this podcast, make sure you guys definitely share it with your friends, share it with your dog, share it with your aunt. They might
share
not
it with
know
your
what's going on.
cow. Share it with your mom.
Who has a cow?
Share it with
Play it to your animals to sleep.
yeah. Share it with your
Just
dog.
play it to your pet.
We have a decent amount of some of our viewers here in Texas. I know some of our guests are actually going to be in Collecticon, so obviously Bonnie will be there. Obviously the PokeG will be there. So there'll be a lot of people there.
Texas.
So how do we end the show, Shiv?
Guys, so every time we end our show, we like to sign off with our patented sign off. Since I know you haven't seen it before, but we do it like this. So you're gonna copy me. You're gonna follow through.
If
you're
not
hold your
like,
teeth up,
here,
right?
just
I
do
hate
you
it,
my-
man.
keep freezing.
He keeps freezing. I'll do it. Let me take over. Shiv, sit down.
Yeah.
Sit down. All right. So how we do it? We go like sips up, and then we go deuces,
Pinkies up. Deuces.
and then we salute out.
And then we'll salute out.
Okay.
So-
Let's do a practice real quick. Sips up
Sit.
like that. Ooh, okay, she got it. Yeah, okay. She don't even need help. Okay, let's wait till Shiv comes back, and we gotta do it really fast before we gotta do it. Okay, go.
Sips up. Deuces. And we're out.
Appreciate it, guys. Bye.
Bye.